deviation, and z-score. Please name the columns from average of age to standardize in the input data worksheet of the file used in the previous Excel exercises. First, calculate the average age. Enter a formula and use the average function to find the average age. Make them absolute references so that the range does not shift when copied. Autofill. Deviation is the difference between the individual age and the average age. Enter the formula. Age minus average of age. Autofill. Calculate the square of the deviation. Round to 2 decimal places. Autofill. You do not need to type the red boxes or letters. To find the sum of deviation squares, use the sum function, the sigma sign, to get the total. Enter sum of squares divided by n, where n equals 200. Round to 2 decimal places. Next, let's use the var.p function to find the variance. Round to 2 decimal places. Next, let's use the variance p function to find the variance. Round to 2 decimal places. We can see that sum of squares divided by n is the variance. Then, use the square root function to find the square root of the variance. Round to 2 decimal places. Next, let's calculate the standard deviation using the standard deviation p function and confirm if it matches the square root of the variance. Round to 2 decimal places. The same value is obtained. The square root of the variance is the standard deviation. The data is often a sample, in which case the standard deviation is calculated with standard deviation or standard deviation, S. Now, let's calculate the standard deviation of age using the standard deviation function. In the argument of the standard deviation function, enter the range of age data. Round to 2 decimal places. Autofill. Now, calculate the standard scores. The standard score is the deviation divided by the standard deviation. Round to 3 decimal places. Autofill. Finally, use the standardize function to calculate the standard scores. The arguments are the cases age, the average age, and the standard deviation of age. Round to 3 decimal places. Autofill. We can see that the values from the formula and from the function match. Now that you have calculated the variance, standard deviation, and standard scores using formulas, you may have a better understanding of how to calculate them.